And taking third place in the 2024 Bennetts British Superbike Championship for Hager PBM Ducati, it's Glenn Irwin. Glenn, it's been an incredible season, another one where you've claimed so many race wins. You were in the title fight right to the finish. It didn't go your way yesterday when we were here at Brands Hatch, but it's fair to say we saw this fighting spirit from you throughout the season. Talk us through your season and how happy you are. Obviously, you're disappointed to have missed out on the championship, but you couldn't have asked for much more this weekend. You tried, and you had to fight the pain barrier as well today.
Yeah, and you know what? It's just over a year ago from, we lost the boss man as such, Paul, and there was a lot of uncertainty into this season. My phone was still ringing in January from other teams that I think were kind of holding out because there was so much uncertainty over the future. But I always believed Jordan and Frank, even when budgets weren't secured, they're Paul Bird's children. They live and breathe British Superbikes, and bike racing in general. And I put my trust and faith into them, and they put their trust and faith in me. And as a team, we learnt a lot. The first round of Navarra was good fun, new track. We didn't read too much into it. We went to Oulton Park. It was like, wow. We had some road racing shortly after that. I think we had won 6 races in 5 days. Knocking on after that, went to Donington. We won again, and then Knockhill things got tough. We had a black flag with an oil cooler issue. We had wet conditions, and at that stage, my wet riding was really, really not good. We bounced back. I always talk about my resilience, and I always try to cultivate that. Snetterton went from my worst wet ride at Knockhill to one of my best at that time, and 2 wins in the dry. I thought we're bang on. We came here in the middle of the season, and we had a new shock from Owens this year, and we had it in the bike, out of the bike, right up till Donington. Round 10. Just thought just stick with one, and I think that caught up on us a little bit. When we came here, race 1 in the middle of the year, we went for the new shock. Then we got took out in turn 1, and more bad luck, and went to Thruxton and made my first mistake of the season, and bashed myself up a bit. Went to Cadwell. It wasn't the bike we had the year before. We were really beginning to understand the regulations had changed more than we were probably complacent to the tyre change and didn't think it would impact us as much. We went to Oulton Park. We showed fight and spirit. Competitive in the dry, and then my best wet ride in a long, long time. And went to Donington Park. It's nearly hard to remember, but we won there as well. A lap time that would put you like in the top 6, 7 in a World Superbike race. There was so much highs, but in bike racing there's always highs and lows. And this weekend, Friday, was incredible. More pace than anyone on the lap record. Then Thursday we have an oil cooler failure, and I slapped the ground quite hard, and it was the conditions probably were against me for the first race, and you're like, I need a miracle as it is, and now I'm here. I'm 15th in the grid, and it looks tough, but resilience. We fought. We found belief. I wouldn't say it was there at the start of that race, and we didn't finish, but it's a building block. Now I feel I can ride the bike in every condition, and I would be lying. I couldn't do that last year when I mounted a serious championship challenge. So huge progress made today. The last race was, let's wrap it up with that race there. How do you describe it? We start the race very clearly. I could see what Andrew's game plan was. He was being a fantastic teammate to Tommy, and it's the beauty of having a teammate. I kind of felt bad for Kyle. Andrew was going so tight into the corners. He was stopping in every corner. And I thought, oh, this is terrible. And then I passed Kyle, and I wanted him to not panic when we passed him. I knew we could get to the front, but I also knew my tyre would probably tear in this cold temperature. So got to the front, tried my bit, thought about, do we go on and win this race? Is this how this finishes for me? And realised that I was starting to have some moments. When Kyle went by, I get into a scrap with Tommy, and I think a little bit of me became a little bit of a wingman for Kyle. I could see how much Andrew was doing it. There's always a little bit of a casting eye to last year. I hold no resentment and have a lot of respect for Tommy, but, after the incident at Donington Park and the statements on TV about riding through me, it always sits deep within me, and I believe things go round in circles. So I would never do anything out of the ordinary to anyone, but I really, really enjoyed the fight and done my bit, and then watched the guys have an amazing fight for the British Superbike Championship. And hats off to Tommy. He set a lap record. He got to the front of the race, and Kyle showed grit and determination that, you know, he's shown in the last 3-4 rounds from he's mounted a serious run of form, and I applaud him. He's really came of age. I remember telling his dad at Silverstone when he was on a 1.252 stroke, I was like, that kid's class. He's going to be so good, and here he is today. But yeah, we'll just finish with thanking the Hager PBM Ducati team and all our team sponsors, because it's a cliche. It sounds like we have to say these things in interviews, but it would not happen without them. And I think Stuart Higgs is either the best race director in the world or the luckiest one, because 2 years in a row, Brands Hatch has been absolutely rammed in the championship, has went right down to the wire, and I'm so grateful to be part of this. And we'll come back stronger next year. We got to have less down days, plenty of good days, and a few more days in the middle. You know, less roller coastery. We'll go a little bit like a heartbeat machine, just trickle along. That'll be better.
Thank you, Glenn, and congratulations on your season.
Thank you.